Azubu Taipei Assassins on the blue side up against Neolution Esports Full Lewis on the purple side. And the Vision trinkets, have been picked up. And for the first time in the GPL, congratulations to Morning. He's the first player to buy the Scrying Orb trinket. And the Scrying Orb trinket, if you guys didn't know, allows you, it's like a mini clairvoyance and allows you to reveal an area for a short time. So we do have every single one of the players going into the top side of the jungle. Shin will spot out the rest of the Taipei Assassins going into that brush there, so they may go in for an early level 1 invade. So early level 1 invades are punished much lesser now, mainly because we do have that Sonic Wave hitting RG, and NFL is actually forced to get away from that one.
So we are actually see what Azubu Taipei Assassins decide to do this one. They do have Evelyn in the jungle with an Annie, level 1 with a Shen. I don't think Neolution Esports really want to mess with the Taipei Assassins with this heavy, aggressive level 1 team composition. So, as you said, we are going to see that Scrying Orb, so it's going to be interesting to see how Orianna uses this to her advantage. I mean, since Orianna will be at the center of the map, most likely in that mid lane, she would have the most opportunity to use it against Neolution Esports jungler. She will be able to use that Scrying Orb on a camp that's close to her position and possibly help her team out with spotting out their jungler. But we're actually going to see Evelyn's probably going to start on this red buff closer to the bottom lane, where we're going to see her AD carry and support, give her a stronger leash than she would get at the blue buff up in the top lane. And we're going to see Lee Sin do the exact same thing, so a mirror startup coming in from these two teams.
Yeah, that's right. And not only that, I just realized that Jay has decided to pick up the new support item. Usually we see people picking up the Relic Shield, but this time he decides to pick up the Spell Thief's Edge coming in. So all basic attacks against the champions will gain you 4 gold every 10 seconds basically. So that's going to allow you to kind of poke away, use Annie's long range to your advantage, and just gain some passive gold. That way the Spell Thief's Edge will finally actually upgrade to the Frost Queen's Claim, which allows you to use the Arctic Embrace active and chill, as well as slow a bunch of targets.
I like that pickup from Jay just because Annie has, as you said, a really high range, 625 range, longer than every single AD carry level 1 except for Caitlyn. And wow, this is the complete opposite of what I expected to happen in the jungle. We see Evelyn bullying a Lee Sin in the jungle. This is really unexpected, but we're going to see SOFM is going to jump onto Dinter, gets this reveal down. He does not have red buff though, and Dinter does. Morning flashes over the gold card, will go on to Morning though. We see SOFM trying to run away. Now Morning in a bit of trouble. The Resonating Strike will land. The Ignite goes to SOFM, who will flash over the wall. First Blood will go to the Lee Sin. Shin is trying to chase out Dinter, does get the gold card. The wild card will go out, and Shin will pick up a kill onto Dinter, and there we go. Just as I said, Evelyn bullying out Lee Sin in the jungle. SOFM shows no fear, and they dominate the jungle of Dinter there.
Yeah, they do dominate the jungle, and it seems that Lee Sin will be able to counter jungle this blue buff as well and go up to his own red buff and pick that one up. So the early kills coming in, 1 kill goes to TF and another goes to Lee Sin, and it's going to give them a lot of lane control as well as gank pressure coming in. So that's very good for NFL.
And another thing for NFL that's going for NFL right now, their bottom lane managed to poke out both BB and Jay, so they had to leave their lane very early into the game, while Archie has been farming on the tower this entire game. So every single lane for Neolution Esports theoretically should start winning from this point onwards.
Yeah, they should start winning from this point onwards, but because of the changes in the 3.14 patch, early game deaths are punished less now. The death timers at level 1 have been reduced slightly. And in addition to that, the experience and the kills at the early levels before 2 minutes are actually only at 60%, and then they only scale up after 2 minutes to 100% at 4 minutes. So those early kills aren't going to be as detrimental due to the recent changes.
And we saw that SOFM, when he did go for the gang, so to speak, onto Evelyn in with the combination of Twist of Fate coming down. But meanwhile, we see Evelyn also creeping by. We saw SOFM was so low after dueling Eve, but was able to use his mechanics efficiently as well. He got the Sonic Wave onto Orianna, who was already at half health, used the Resonating Strike, and as soon as the damage connected with Orianna, instantly flashed over the wall and only took Ignite damage from Orianna, dodging both the command attackers. We see Dinter's gonna come, the stun goes down onto Violet. Dinter's gonna get some good damage down. The poke comes out for BB as Violet instantly flashes away as soon as the stun wears off.
Yeah, that's right. That was a very patient game there coming in from the Taipei Assassins. We saw Dinter camping in the brush. They didn't have a vision ward there to spot him out. Even if they did, Dinter would just have walked up to that vision ward, killed it off, and came back again another time. So they waited for the Annie stun to come out, but we do have SOFM in the mid lane now trying to put some pressure onto that one. But like I said, great kill in the bot lane, great flashman in the bot lane.
You see SOFM gonna dive Morning with Shin here. Dinter comes in for the counter gag. Morning is gonna get taken down. SOFM's ward jumps right out there. Dinter though will get the revenge killed onto Shin as SOFM's now gonna duel Dinter. He's 2 levels ahead of this Eve. Will actually take it down easily. Just turns around and say, Dinter, stop. Just stop trying on SOFM, please. But Jay also gonna come around, wants a piece of everybody as well. And SOFM being a real man there. That was crazy.
Being a huge boss now in this game. So SOFM has 3 kills onto himself, picks up the mobility boots as well as a second Doran's blade, and that's definitely gonna help him in any sort of ganks coming in as well as trades.
3 kills onto SOFM, and Lee Sin scales so well with early kills. Even though now early kills have been reduced, still Lee Sin with 3 early kills is absolutely amazing. Dinter did a good job there, I felt, picking off Shin after that incredibly predictable dive from Neolution esports for Lewis, but it was a predictable dive, but still a good dive coming out for them. And the counter gank coming from Dinter was good. He managed to pick up Shin and make it a 1-for-1 trade, but still chased SOFM despite SOFM having double buff and 2 level advantage. So a bit of a misplay coming in from Dinter once again.
That's right, and Dinter now is only at level 4, whereas SOFM is currently leading the charge at level 6, and they will start on Dragon. Jade does come down to Annie as well as the Archie taunt, and fight just kicks off.
Mew will get taken down so low after that taunt, and Annie burst. BB will be out. No, BB will not take down as we see the Vorpal Blade will pick that one up. Meanwhile, Lee Sin was able to take down Jay, who charged in with that Shen out there. And Renekton the whole time has been battering onto this tower. So SOFM was able to get Dragon down really low. Neolution esports for Lewis backed off and just traded 1-for-1. But I think that will go in favor of full Lewis just because now Lolita up here will be able to push this late wave with ease.
Yeah, that's right. They are unable to get a Dragon, but Renekton is able to sit in that top lane, farm it out a little bit, and he hasn't gone back for any items just yet. He's gonna hammer onto the turret. This stealth ward will actually spot the Dragon attempt out, and Morning will re-enter that fight, spawning out 3 of them. Will he be able to pick up that Dragon? No, the smite comes down. SOFM picks that up very easily.
I have to give it to SOFM after playing some unorthodox junglers. His performance on Lee Sin today has been incredible so far, all the way from mechanics down to his knowledge of when he can go in against champions, especially on such a low health as well. He's been doing a fantastic job. We see Archie up at the top lane, bullying Lolita slightly. It's to be expected just because Archie has managed to go back to base, picked up a few items for himself while Lolita has not. We might see a taunt come out. No, just gonna throw a little bit of the Vorpal Blades down, stop Lolita from heading back to base too easily.
Yeah, I like to actually comment on Sushin's item. Whoa, goes in for the taunt and cancels the recall once again. Archie just being a pain in the butt.
Did he do it
there.
again?
I don't think so. I think he's just going back, gonna farm it out a little bit.
Nicer this time, Archie. So you can see blue buff from Taipei Assassin's jungle. Not even gonna be donated, just gonna SOFM gonna take that one. And Shin comes closer to get the safeguard out of there. The bottom lane BB and Jay, they're a bit behind in terms of experience, and a bot lane behind in terms of experience is not good at all.
That's right, and so surprisingly, no relic shields being picked up this game. Mew has already upgraded that ancient coin into the next upgrade that we see from him. He will have that Shurelia's Reverie active on his new item. So is the Nomad's Medallion going to be picked up and built into the Talisman of Ascension? We do have a little counter jungle coupling. Destiny is pop. Let's see where TF goes.
TF is going to go to the top lane, gets the stun down to Archie. Lolita has his stun proc ready as SOFM lands a nice resonating strike onto Archie, jumps over into the Baron pit. Baron is not there though. SOFM going to duel it out with Archie and Dinter as you see Morning tries to zone Shin away as Lolita gets shockwave as Dinter flashes over the wall as well onto SOFM, who's getting chased down. does not have the extra movement speed coming from Dinter. The ward jump fails as shutdown will go on to Eve there, as Archie's going to try and run away from Lolita, who lost the dominance passive, as Shin picks up a kill onto Morning as well. So such a messy fight. True Shot Barrage is coming up, will not hit Shin. Dinter might be able to catch up to Shin, not able to do so. We'll try and proc his speed in a second. I don't think he'll be able to get close enough to Shin to take him down. That was a messy team fight.
He did pick the right card in that team fight though, getting the gold card out, saving his life. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, even on both sides, and they didn't manage to steal away the red buff on the side of SOFM. SOFM did, however, lose his double buff coming in. Whoa, Dinter going in fearlessly onto Shin.
Dinter no afraid of no one right now. He's going to jump in. He might get the stun card off onto Dinter. He does as the SOFM follow-up. Dinter's going to get the Stand United shield coming in from Shen. That will probably just be used for safety, as Archie just battles it out with SOFM for a little bit. Dinter will escape for free, as Mew will pick up the tower down on the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's right. And not only that, that Stand United being burned onto Dinter will allow once more Lolita to just farm it out in the top lane and probably pick up the turret. Oh, actually a kill in the mid lane just happened. Archie picks up Shin.
Oh, Shin.
Yeah.
I really think Shin there just stayed more than he was welcome to. I mean, he was on such low health. We saw Dinter try to tower dive him. Archie had to use his Stand United to save Dinter. He still stayed despite being on such low health. A little bit of a misplay coming in from Shin there, and Lolita was able to pick up the top tower. We saw the bottom lane for Neolution Esports followers pick up the bottom tower. Now SOFM fancies his chances against Archie. Archie being fearless as well, not afraid of this Lee Sin.
That's right, he's not afraid of the Lee Sin at all. The Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike will hit, as well as the minions starting to batter onto him. He does, however, have the Giant Spell as well as the Chain Vest, just to negate some of that damage.
So you saw Jay took down a pink ward that was placed onto Baron Pit, a Dragon Pit, sorry, from Full Lewis. Shin here is going to return to the mid lane. Archie, though, is going to try and lane with Shin right now. This is surprising. Archie's been in this lane for some time. Shin, let's have the range matches. Jay jumps in with the flash. Timbers, Dinter is there as well. The taunt will come in from Archie, and that would definitely be him getting taken down. Archie will pick up a kill for himself there. No, sorry. Dinter will pick up a kill for himself there.
Yeah, that's right. It was a very patient play coming from them. They knew that Shin was overextended. We had Jay flash in with the Timbers, and the replay will be coming up very shortly.
Replay will be coming up out of the he died to Shen here, so we're going to see Archie flash taunt. Misses the taunt, but gets the Ignite and Vorpal Blade. That was a interesting flash taunt. That was strange. Very strange, but did the job, as SOFM is a bit cheeky and jumps to a ward, then uses his Sonic Wave to jump over to the blue buff. So SOFM still doing, I feel, really well in this jungle. And blue build Ezreal coming back.
The blue build Ezreal coming back indeed. We do have the Spirit of the Lizard Elder being picked up. And I'm looking through the item changes here on the Spirit of the Lizard Elder. And it just seems that nothing much has changed. Attack damage has been reduced, and now the passive proc has also reduced. Has actually increased. So he may be building it just for that red buff tick on the Spirit of the Lizard Elder. So very interesting.
Interesting enough as well. We can see a traditional build coming in from Lucian here. Violet playing Lucian. He's going to go for that Trinity Force first. Did go for the double Doran's Blade pickup early on. Has those brown boots of ability as well. It could possibly be why we saw Lucian being so dominant in that bot lane early on. But besides taking down the tower faster than Ezreal and pushing him out of lane a few times to get a little bit more experience in him, he wasn't able to get ahead in terms of minion score or kills. They're both tied for 1 assist apiece, but still, the tower advantage down the bot lane should be able to help out Full Lewis quite a bit.
Yeah, that's right, and we do have Full Lewis going in for the Dragon once again. Lolita now pops his dominance, will not allow Archie to use the Stand United anytime soon.
He's gonna duel out with Archie. We see Lee Sin does pick down the Dragon. As we see Flash Crescendo coming out onto Jay. He uses the Timber Stun straight out to SOFM and Mew. SOFM taken out so low. Will kick Dinter away from the fight, but will get taken down by BB from that Mystic shot. Now we can see Violet in a little bit of trouble. Is gonna try and dash over the wall. No, instead flashes away. And the whole time, as you said, Renekton was dueling it out with Archie and not allowing him to use that Stand United.
Yeah, that's right, and here we have Archie just being bullied out of the lane itself by the Crocodile, and it seems that he will just continue to maybe possibly counter jungle. I don't think so. Morning is there to just check his own blue buff Dinter is coming around the side. So who picked up the dragon in that fight? I have completely...
We saw SOFM was able to pick up the dragon.
Whoa,
before
Morning taken down extremely low here by Lolita.
So SFM pick up the dragon before Mew came in for that flash crescendo. As we see, Lolita goes deep into enemy territory. Shin's gonna come in as well. The taunt will go down onto Shin though. The ultimate coming in from Oriana will lock both of them down. Lolita's living with sliver of health. As the SFM comes in, nice Q onto Archie here. He might get taken out before the standing knight kicks in. Does not get getting cancels his own standing knight as Jay takes down Lolita here on Annie, and Shin trying to run for his life. Morning will pick up a kill there. Very clutch play coming in from the Azubu Taipei Assassins. Now SOFM is the one running for his life. Fancies his chance against Dinter. It's a nice taunt will come out from Archie to save Dinter's life. And Azubu Taipei Assassins played out that fight fantastically.
Yeah, that one went horribly well for NFL. They trade that one 3-0. They don't even get the blue buff steal, but in that point of time, we do have Mew going into the mid lane, warding it out to the jungle path actually, just to spot out any push. Any gank attempts coming in. Violet does chunk the inner turret down to less than half HP, and the replay will be coming out very shortly.
No replay will be coming out very shortly here, so you can see BB here batter onto this mid lane tower as you see the rest of Full Lewis back off to base. And in that fight, I mean, Lewis, they were the aggressors there. We saw Lolita jump in aggressively. He had no dominance because he dueled Archie earlier on. But we saw the ultimate come in from Shin. But instantly, the Azubu Taipei Assassin, they backed out nicely. And Archie made two very clutch saves with the Stand United and a nice taunt as well. And then right afterwards, they just pretty much cleaned up onto the low health of Full Lewis once they regrouped and saw that Full Lewis was so deep into the territory. They just pretty much cleaned up on that fight. And now the gold difference has become even closer. I mean, Full Lewis is still ahead by about 1,000 gold, but Azubu Taipei Assassins are playing this game out very smartly.
And they are playing it out patiently. We saw NFL take the lead earlier, and we do have a gank coming in the bot lane. Violet gets taken down very low. The stun does come down from Jay, and now Dinter should be able to pick up that kill easily. So no chance for Violet from escaping from that fight itself. Both ultimates being used just to pick him up, and that was a kill secured for TPA.
Jay has been on point this entire game, I feel. I mean, the flash tibbers coming out the mid lane was a bit of a delayed flash tibbers, but flash tibbers nonetheless. Coming up to the top lane to stop the three-man deep invade and picking up a kill for himself and helping out with the rest of his teammates. And then there, we also saw him coordinating with Dinter to pick up a kill down on the bottom lane. So he's been playing very well this entire game. Archie also has been playing incredibly well. He's behind in terms of minion score, but he has 3 kills and 3 assists ahead of the Renekton at this top lane. And once again, Jay and Dinter, they want to go on this one. They will get the stun down. Here comes the true shot rush. Mew will be deleted from Summoner's Rift.
Yes, Mew got deleted indeed. And in that fight, we had BB pick up the kill, so he's now 2-0-2. Is currently stacking that Mana Mune and will continue to do that. He should be picking up a Shin next. If this is Blue Build Ezreal, the Iceborne Gauntlet will be his next item of choice.
Should be his next item of choice there, but until then, BB will be lacking quite a bit in terms of damage as we see a contest going for this blue buff here. The 5 health pink wards will get taken down by a Full Lewis, and we might see Azubu Taipei Assassins try to contest this.
That's right, so they will be dancing around this blue buff, and whoa, that smite actually comes out, allows SOFM to pick that one up instead.
So we see that Stand United is available for Archie once again, so Azubu Taipei Assassins can make these types of plays, try and force a fight, and then try and get Archie to use that Stand United to jump over to his teammates. But so far, Lolita has been doing a good job of fighting Archie at the right times. Even if it means he's not going to get a kill and has to blow a few summoners for it, it still stops Archie from putting that global pressure throughout the map.
Exactly, and he's done a commendable job, but look at how many kills and assists Archie has gotten already. 3 kills and 3 assists. Has the Sunspire's Cape, gonna build into the Randuin's Omen very shortly, and he's just gonna be a late game beast coming in.
He sure is. So BB gonna head back to base and pick up what looks to be his Sheen. Does have that amplifying tome. We see most Ezreal pick up as the first item before they go into that Sheen, and we saw the Mana pick up, Mana Mune pick up coming in from Ezreal. Normally the previous blue build Ezreals, which was made famous by BB as well, used to go for the gauntlet first. They used to grab the gauntlet with the Spirit Elder and then Mana Mune afterwards, but would still stack their tier in the meantime because they felt that Murid Mana just gave so much more damage than Mana Mune will, and it's better to pick up the Mana Mune later on. BB switching it up this time, go for the Iron Boots of Lucidity to get that extra cooldown reduction as well. So standard Blue Build Ezreal from the player who invented it himself.
Yeah, that's right. So we will have the Blue Build Ezreal being built out. It's confirmed now because of the boots pickup. And here, once more, NFL decides to go for the Dragon. The Smite Burst comes out, Mew picks that one up instead. So very aggressive play coming in, and it's all 5 members of NFL will probably go in for this very low bot in the turret coming in, the one that Violet was pushing earlier in that horrendous team fight that NFL threw away.
Full Lewis going for a very nice push. They will get this tower. BB will pop the True Shot Barrage just to try and clear out some minions, but will not be able to do so as we see the mid lane being shoved in by Azubu Taipei Assassins. We see the ultimate being used by Twist. He's going to dive in really deep into this lane as we see the cleanse comes up by BB. The Stand United put a shield onto him. That 1-inch Stand United from Archie, very, very effective. But Full Lewis should be able to pick up an inhibitor turret here and an outer turret, while Azubu Taipei Assassin is only able to pick up an inner turret. See, Dinta comes with a flash ultimate there, has a really huge shield after hitting all 5 members of Full Lewis. We'll slow them down for a little bit as Lolita, now the prime target for Azubu Taipei Assassin, being the front line crescendo, will allow Full Lewis to disengage, but BB still chasing heavily onto Lolita, getting some good damage down with those basic shots. He will be able to flash over this wall though as Dinta gets hit by that sonic wave. Lolita still incredibly low as Bonnie jumps in there. Shockwave will be dodged by Full Lewis with a nice flash coming out from Violet. So Full Lewis will be able to pick up that objective there, and Azubu Taipei Assassin will use so many resources to try and close in on them and not get anything out of it.
Yeah, they do not get anything out of it, and the lane pressure being put down by Neolution Esports Full Lewis in the bot lane allows them to pick up the inhibitor turret earlier, and 2 turrets for no kills or no deaths at all. That's a very good trade coming in from NFL.
It sure is. Azubu Taipei Assassins had a small trade there. They were able to pick up the inner turret of the middle lane, but middle turret for inhibitor turret? I mean, Full Lewis definitely came out on top there, and every summoner spell that Azubu Taipei Assassins, every summoner spell that Full Lewis burned to escape, Taipei Assassins had to use one to try and close their distance, and didn't have to flash. Oh, we saw Morning try to get a flash shockwave off, which was dodged by Violet with a nice flash as well. We saw BB chasing down on Renekton heavily. His flash was not up, but still not able to pick up the kill there. And Lolita is really tanky with just that Spirit Visage, the Merc Threads, and Giant's Belt so far.
Yeah, I agree. And the Spirit Visage in itself will prevent some of the damage coming in from RG as well as Dinta as well as Morning, and BB as well as Jay will kind of help him a little bit as well. So picking up the Spirit Visage as well as the Merc Traits will give him enough magic resist to kind of sustain throughout the poke coming in from TPA. So 1 more turret being picked up by Neolution Esports Full Lewis. They are now 5 turrets compared to the 4 of TPA. The goal lead now extending to them. Finally taken the goal lead in this game after TPA managed to claw it back with those kills, and now it's pretty much even on both sides. So TPA and NFL kind of neck and neck in gold.
I really like the rotations that Full Lewis are making this game, just because even if the rotations haven't worked out, they were promising at least. I mean, they were able to pick up that inhibitor turret and the outer turrets we just saw, and they were able to pick up all the dragons of the game so far as well. And when we saw them rotate into blue buff earlier on, they were almost able to pick up 3 kills, and the Taipei Assassins played that one out fantastically. They were able to turn it around really nicely, but still, the rotations Full Lewis are making are the rotations they need to make to capitalize on their aggressive, not so much aggressive playstyle, but their aggressive picks against the Azubu Taipei Assassins. It's just that Azubu Taipei Assassins are responding equally as well, but if Full Lewis keep this up, despite being down of kills, they should be able to outmaneuver Azubu Taipei Assassins.
They should be able to outmaneuver indeed. And like you said, NFL has been making very good rotations, and the Destiny does come in. We'll spot that blue buff still trying to get away. Will he be able to get it? The blue card is able to give Shin the blue buff.
Shin will pick it up. Shin, blue card swag.
Blue card swag.
Blue card swag coming in from Shin. Will pick up that blue buff after TPA tried to do a little bit of counter jungling of their own. And despite being 5 kills behind the Azubu Taipei Assassins, they are 1,000 gold ahead of them. Archie Will he get a taunt off? No, the ward will be placed down by Violet from his little trinket.
That's right. So very interesting pickups coming in from Shin, I feel. He builds the Lich Bane as well as the Abyssal Scepter, and now we'll probably go in for the Death Cap after picking up the needlessly large rod. So coming in with the Abyssal Scepter, I feel that it's a pretty interesting pick for a TF.
So actually going to see BB, instead of going for the Glacial Shroud, going in to the Iceborne Gauntlet, looks like he wants to go for a Trinity Force instead. He has the Phage pickup with his Sheen, so mostly going to go for a Triforce, and Triforce will give him a ton more damage and movement speed, but I really like Blue Azure with the Iceborne Gauntlet. I mean, you lack some damage, but the crowd control you provide to your team is incredible, and Azubu Taipei Assassins already have so much of both. I felt like he can go either way. He's going for the Trinity Force pickup instead.
Or maybe he will go in for that. Wait, does Frozen Mallet still build out of Phage?
No, Frozen Mallet no longer builds out of Phage.
So I was hoping for a Frozen Mallet there, so no Frozen Mallet, just to troll that blue build coming out. But
hey, Trinity Force Frozen Mallet Vein apparently is very good.
Oh right, I forgot about that one, so... But you will not see it being picked up this game. I do not think so. No Trinity Force, Frozen Mallet, Ezreal.
No Vein.
No Vein either, yes.
So you can see BB try and take out this pink ward, will be able to do so. We see the Lux ward being placed down. I like these little trinket wards. I mean, just look like little pretty sunflowers.
That's right.
They look really nice in the jungle.
Yes, they do indeed. And too bad when they, evolve into the final greater totem trinket, they turn into just regular wards.
Poor wards, poor sunflowers. So, Lita here, gonna pick up Violet, sorry, gonna pick up some of his minion score in the mid lanes. We see Dragon was actually picked up sneakily by Azubu Taipei Assassins. Morning will use that Scrying Orb onto the brush there. That was not a very long time at all. That was just 1 second. Wow.
Yeah. So the game right now has kind of reached a stalemate, I feel, and TPA actually is able to pick up that slight gold lead, even though they were about 1,000 gold behind just from minion farm in itself. And what is the next objective for either team? I know that TPA has that open inhibitor, but NFL will need to put in that vision control in the TPA's jungle just to be safe at all. But look at the amount of wards coming in on both teams actually in the blue side jungle of NFL. It seems that they may want to go in for the next dragon pickup very shortly. Either that or they really want to just assert their authority in NFL's jungle.
So we're going to see Azubu Taipei Assassins starting to be the aggressors in this game. Full have been making the plays the entire game, but Azubu Taipei Assassins responding very nicely as BB gets some nice damage down onto Lolita, who has very, very little armor for a top lane champion. Just a few auto attacks and mystic shots is enough to take Lolita down to less than half health there. See, Azubu Taipei Assassins going to jump in onto Lolita. The Annie-ult does come down. Tibbers will hit Lolita as the Crescendo will whiff and hit nobody, but still disengage will be coming in from Neolution Esports for Lewis. And we see Shin and SOFM, they were trying to sneakily take down the bottom inhibitor, but Shin took a little bit too much damage from that Orianna, and Azubu Taipei Assassins just say, you know what, you guys can try and take down that inhibitor. We're going to take down Morning. SOFM is going to live. But still, they're going to have 4 members up in this top lane against the 3 of full Lewis. Yeah, maybe takes a bit of damage though.
Not only that, Lolita as well as Mew does not have their ultimates up, so the next fight that TPA goes in, they will have Dinta as well as RG to pull in with their ultimates for that one.
Nobody else from Azubu Taipei Assassins is recalling right now. RG's going to battle out with SOFM. It's just going to be a bruiser battle. He has BB goes on a killing spree. We'll pick up somebody in the top lane. See, BB gets the stand united onto himself as the Archie comes in. Lolita though flashes away from the taunt. He will get ignited and taken down though. BB, Arcane Shift out of there? Yes he will. I thought he disappeared for a second, but yeah, they will Arcane Shift out of that one as SOFM really wants this inhibitor. Will he get it? You're gonna see Dinter come in as well. He will manage to take down the blue inhibitor as SOFM jumps over to a minion. But the damage coming out from Azubu Taipei Assassins will be enough to take him down as Shin tries to teleport on top of Shen, but will not be able to stop his recall.
Yeah, that's right. So in that fight, we actually saw TPA pick up 4 kills for that one, and NFL will pick up the inhibitor in itself. So now inhibitor is actually, well, I'm saying that we have the replay coming in for that fight.
Now Violet was taken down here. You see Jay going for the stun as BB pops the true shot barrage. Flash Arcane shifts over the wall, sorry. Gets that last auto attack. So nice mechanics coming out from BB. They get a chase on Lolita. The Ignite coming out with the Vorpal Blade from Archie will be enough to take it down. As you see, Baron has been started by the Azubu Taipei Assassin.
That's right, so the Baron will be picked up by TPA, and Mew gets caught out, gets the Tibber summon onto him. He flashes out of there but does not survive at all. And now NFL is forced to run away from that fight. TPA extending their gold lead all the way to 5,000 gold, sorry. And you know, they're in a pretty commanding goal lead 30 minutes into the game.
Sure are. So we saw Taipei Assassins were behind so early on, but Jay now, wow, he will get deleted as well. Both supports. Blades coming out for both teams to take down those supports. We saw the blue buff was taken by Violet there as Morning's gonna get a nice shockwave. Violet so low as Dinter comes in from the side. BB will take down Lucian. Here's Lolita now in a lot of trouble. Ezreal is battering down onto him. We see Dinter gets shut down by Twisted Fate as SOFN is trying to run away, uses that safeguard onto a ward and flashes further away from the Azubu Taipei Assassins. But BB, with that blue buff and that half blue build, will be able to pick up a triple kill. And now Shin is going to try and recall in this rush. BB knows what's up. He'll get stun carded, he'll cleanse it instantly, and he will get the delayed quadra kill. And BB will go legendary.
Yes, BB will go legendary. He's 9-0-2, picks up the Trinity Force, going to build into the Blade of Ruin King very soon. And in that fight, we had Archie just continue to split push in the top lane and put some more pressure onto NFL. So NFL lose that fight, and we will have the replay coming up right now.
Take us through this fight, Wolf. What happened
that's right.
Here?
So we saw the shockwave come in, hit 3 people, SOF and Violet as well as Lolita. Violet just gets melted instantly. Dinter gets caught up from the side. Is able to get a flash away and tries to run, whereas Lolita tries to deal with Morning and BB but is not tanky enough as Shin gets the shutdown onto Dinter. And now we have that chase coming in. SOFM does not survive and neither does Shin.
So now we're going to see full lowers. I mean, they were being the aggressors the whole game, and the early game was phenomenal. I mean, SOFM doing some great work on his Lee Sin jungle, especially against Dinter on his Evelyn jungle. And even though Dinter was the aggressor at first, SOFM came out on top and was able to continue his lead. But so far, Azubu Taipei Assassins, they just held their ground, allowed Full Lewis to continue making plays. As you see, Twisted Fate will use his Destiny Gate to get down to the bot lane and get the stun card onto Archie, who will taunt him and taunt out of there. Dinter is waiting nearby as we see another stun card will go down onto Shin. Dinter's still waiting very patiently. Violet's going to jump in onto Archie. Now Dinter's going to go in. Will does not have his ability to cleanse the slow. As you see, the culling comes out. You see Archie come down as well. We're standing 9 He's now in a lot of trouble. V's going to take him down. The shockwave comes out. Only hits SOFM, but that's more than enough for Azubu Taipei Assassins. He will go down as Mew now the next target for Azubu TPA. Dinter will live with a sliver of health after some blue card swag coming out from Shin, as he will get taken out for a triple kill to BB once again.
That's right. That was a very good and patient fight coming in from the Azubu Taipei Assassins. We actually saw Dinter wait on the sidelines, and we had Morning come down just for the assist. We have the replay to show you what just happened in that one fight. So we do have here the fight has already broke out. Dinter taken out very low. You see the crescendo airball right here actually only hits on, no, it doesn't even hit onto BB. And that's when the fight went sour for everyone. Lolita tries to zone everyone out. Jay will come in with the flash and then hit the stun onto 3 members with the Tibbers, and just instantly NFL is on a completely back foot.
So even though I felt Morning there, you saw that shockwave only hit SOFM. He could have waited a few seconds to get a shockwave onto the whole team of Full Lewis. He just had to use the man attack in a bit more of an aggressive manner, but still, just hitting one person was enough for them to change the tide of that fight. Dinter waited so patiently for Lucian to dash in aggressively. Onto Archie before using his ultimate to not allow him to cleanse the slow, so to speak, with his abilities.
Yeah, that's right. And not only that, we saw the ultimates being used on the side of NFL to not much effect. We saw SOFM kick away Dinter in that fight and preventing him to take the burst damage from Violet's culling. And Mew came in with the crescendo but hit completely no one. So they didn't use the ultimates to perfect succession on the side of NFL, and that probably caused them to lose that fight.
So you can see blue build Ezreal, we can still say blue and yellow build Ezreal here coming in from BB. Has gone for that Banshee's Veil as well. No longer gives him mana, but still has a very, very nice passive for him to block some abilities there with the magic resist. Should help him out quite a bit as well. BB's been playing so well, and I'm pretty sure he's very comfortable playing his hybrid blue build Ezreal here. Just because he's the one who made blue build Ezreal popular, he should be very comfortable playing this champion this way. As we see, full Lewis are trying to defend this tower, but I feel like it's just a matter of time before Azubu Taipei Assassins will be able to pick this one up. We see
clearing out some wards. So it's very interesting for him to pick, because correct me if I'm wrong, he picked up the Lizard Elder as one of his first item pickups coming in. And Lizard Elder currently with the new passive called Bounty Hunter gives you 40 additional gold per champion kill and a maybe he picked it up just for the early gold generation coming in from kills and assists. I don't know, but you know, it seems to be working out very well for him.
It's giving him 870 bonus gold, so it is definitely working out for him very effectively. That's almost 3 kills worth of bonus gold, and also gives him bonus gold on the monsters that he does kill.
That's right.
So BB picking up the right items this game.
So it may be that the jungle changes as well as the jungle item changes will allow Ezreal to continuously farm the golem camps and constantly pick up the extra 40 gold. New strategy for us to think about, you know.
Possibly. So full Lewis, they've been on the back foot this entire time. What they're doing different to the Azubu Taipei Assassins, I feel, is that when the Taipei Assassins were on the back foot, they still reacted to the plays that full Lewis were dishing out onto them. They reacted and picked up kills for themselves, tried to stay even, tried to stop full Lewis from being so aggressive. But as soon as the tables turn and Azubu Taipei Assassins put on the aggression and started forcing full Lewis to make decisions and decide what they're going to do when Taipei Assassins start being aggressive, full Lewis didn't respond equally as well. They have a team composition whereby they want to be aggressive. They have Lee Sin and Twisted Fate and Renekton really early on. They want to be aggressive early on in the game, and now that the game's gone a bit later, it's Azubu Taipei Assassin's turn to say, now we want to be aggressive, let's see how you react, and they're just not reacting as well.
Yeah, very interesting that you actually pointed out. TPA was the one that's on the back foot, and look at Archie actually just camping.
What are you doing, Archie?
Just standing there. What's he doing there? He's just gonna wait for the minion. Actually, doesn't even wait for the minion wave.
Look at this.
You know, it's just they're just gonna backdoor this entire inhibitor where TPA they're going for Baron.
TPA are going to go for this Baron as Neolution Esports full Lewis. They're going to go for the backdoor onto this inhibitor, and very surprising coming in from a Vietnamese team. Very surprising indeed, because Vietnamese teams, they don't like that backdoors. You see them, they're going to walk away as Dinter and Jay will pick up this Baron, and now we're going to see Shin pops his Destiny Gate. Spots out that the two of them are at the Baron pit, so they're going to trade a Baron for the inhibitor, as Shin's going to use the Destiny to jump over to the Dragon. Not even going to start the one off.
Yeah, that's right. So inhibitor for Baron once more. So I really want to point out that TPA was on the back foot, reacted to NFL plays, and the moment they got the goal lead ahead, they continue to make plays. But what NFL has been doing constantly for the entire game, whether they're ahead or whether they're behind, they've been making the pushes and the rotations, and it seems that it's been keeping them in the game. It's 38 minutes in. They are about 15,000 gold behind, but they are unafraid to make the pushes.
So very surprising. I'd say it's very surprising for full Lewis to be backdooring the Azubu Taipei Assassins, just because in the Vietnamese community it's pretty much frowned upon to backdoor. Even though it's perfectly legal to do so in League of Legends, it's still frowned upon by the players and the community itself. So very surprising to see full Lewis pull that one off, but still not an illegal move coming out from them. strategic play, but we have to see if it does pull off, because they're just gonna send, as they're doing right now, Shen to the bottom lane, deal with the super minions and split push until Azubu Taipei Assassins need that stand united. With the Baron buff pickup, they're gonna siege this tower forever, pretty much.
Yeah, they are going to siege this tower. The inhibitor tower changes, although will make it slightly harder because inhibitor turrets now regenerate some health per second, and if they manage to hold it off, keep the inhibitor turret alive and wear off this Baron buff on the side of TPA, eventually the health of that turret will go back up, and that's only if they keep it alive though.
I like the fact that the inhibitor turrets regenerate health, and Shin flashes it out to Jay, will pick him up, a solo kill. Dinter gets the stand united and goes for the initiation. He's gonna flash with the wall. Violet now in a lot of trouble. He'll get taken down. Fantastic play coming from Dinter. There's now Shin in a ton of trouble as well. The Mystic shots are hurting so much. Shin will get taunted off. The shockwave coming. He uses that gold tart for the gold swag coming from Zonius for the Taxes play. He'll still get taken down coming in from the Azubu Taipei Assassins, and despite Full Lewis being the aggressor, Shin almost gets, not Shin, sorry, SOFM almost gets taken out. Despite Full Lewis being the aggressors there, they only took down Jay, and then Full Lewis just said, that's our support, no problem.
Yeah, but taking out Jay first does prevent them from using that Tibbers initiation, so without the Tibbers initiation, TPA doesn't really have much forms of AoE initiate outside of the Shin Shadow Dash, but look at Mew just getting melted
tanking the tower. He doesn't care right now. We saw
no, he does not
Mew
care.
got melted by BBN Morning, and Azubu Taipei is actually going to probably finish up this game despite Full Lewis having that huge early game advantage. They just could not pull through.